Hi folks, this is Greg, your friendly garden guy, right here at Willow Ridge Garden Center. And behind me you see one of our prized possessions, our little lime hydrangeas that I've given so many talks about. Beautiful big white blooms, but what I'm getting a lot of calls on this season, especially after the July we had with all the rainfall and all these huge blooms get wet and they bend the plant down. Look at this plant, it's flopped over. Those branches are bending over and it looks ugly in the top where it's bending over. Some people have called me and they said their crepe myrtles are doing the same thing. Their hydrangea trees are bending over, sometimes even almost touching the ground. Well, that's not good for your plant. And yes, you like to see these big beautiful blooms, but that's what's causing the problem. Now, you don't have to sacrifice all of your blooms, but in order for this plant not to be distressed, not to be flopping over, you see how much the weight is on that one stem. You need to cut that back. You need to cut that excess weight off. And see how now that stem stands up straight after all the weight is gone. Okay? So this one, the same thing. Your weight is in the bloom. If you cut that stem off, if you cut that bloom off, that stem is going to stand back up straight. Now I know that you don't like cutting the beautiful blooms off, but at some point in time you got to figure, you know, you want the health of your plant because you want it to continue to bloom. Now what we'll do with this in the winter time, after all the leaves are gone, we're going to cut it even farther back. That way next season those stems are going to be much stronger and be able to hold those blooms upright. But for now, we're going to cut some of these blooms off so that we get some of the plant standing up straight so that it's not looking so ugly. We want those stems standing up straight. You see how now more of the stems are standing up straight as I cut. Each stem stands up straighter. You see how that happens. Now you can leave a few blooms on there if you'd like, but this thing still has time to put on new growth. Okay, so don't worry about it. It's not going to hurt the plant. It's actually going to help the plant. The more you get those stems standing up straighter, the better the health of your plant's going to be. And you know, it's not going to break, because sometimes it can lead to the point of breaking. You could break those stems, and it's a lot better to cut the stems than to have them break. Okay, you want them stems standing up straighter. Again, I'll talk to you more about wintertime pruning when that comes. But in the summer, after we've had all those rains, the blooms get so heavy, your plants are flopping, you have to trim those back for the health of your plant. This is Greg, your friendly garden guy, saying get your hands dirty. It's good for you. Hey, as an added bonus, since you're cutting these blooms, if you wanted to, you can make your stem a little bit longer. Peel off the bottom leaves, and now you can bring this inside in your vase and use those blooms inside or on your patio in a vase of water, and those blooms will naturally start to turn their colors. It's beautiful. It's going to last for a long time putting that in water. So not only do you get the health of your plant, you get an added benefit of cut flowers in your vase for your house or your patio. Thank you.